sitting across from this abandoned train station is the Railroad House Inn, located in Marietta, Pennsylvania. This place was built in the 1800s. It was a boarding house, a hotel, and then it was basically abandoned until the 1980s, I believe, when the current owners bought the place out and turned it into a restaurant and an inn, which it is today. Now, the employees of the place, they believe it's haunted by the ghost of a Civil War soldier, a man who took his own life in room 6. Guests report a male figure standing at the end of their bed in room 8, and there are quite a few more ghost stories about the Railroad House Inn. When I went there, I was the only guest, and it was interesting. So I'm going to say it was interesting. I'll let you guys just watch the video and let you guys just kind of experience what I experienced, and that's it. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and that's all. Thanks. Alright guys, we are here in room 6 of the Railroad House Inn in Marietta, PA. Now they think, or they say room 6 is the most active room in the building. The most haunted room. My bed's a mess because I was lying in it. But they say this room is occupied by the ghost of a Civil War soldier. Here's my bathroom. It's just a bathroom. Now I'm going to give you guys a little tour of the second floor. Unfortunately, we cannot go downstairs to the restaurant portion. It is closed off. That is off limits. But we are going to walk around the second floor a little bit and give you a tour. Now there is a staff member or employee, or maybe even the owner of the place, upstairs sleeping. The restaurant was open tonight and it was pretty loud, so I waited until it closed down and the person who's upstairs went to sleep. It's been pretty quiet for a while, so I'm going to walk around and document the place. If you hear footsteps upstairs, it's most likely them. So it's most likely the person walking around. But we'll see. So let's give you a tour of the second floor of this haunted inn. I'll go down here. That's a shower. the bathroom. The shower is connected just to the room. I don't really see that often. Room 6. That's the restaurant down there. And this is the refreshment area. Got a mini fridge. I'm gonna turn this light on. I'll turn. This is a little better, I think. A little mini fridge with sodas, and there's coffee. Got some old historical photos. Is that Jane Fonda? Looks like she came down here to protest against the Vietnam War in 1972. It's interesting. This is room 3. We might investigate this room. The train tracks are right on the other side of that railing. So the train comes on by and it's pretty loud. Now earlier I came in here, was walking around, and the key in the keychain was was kind of jiggling or swinging a little bit. And I thought maybe my vibrations from my footsteps were doing it, but now it's not. It's room 4. Bathroom. Oh, and every room has earplugs because of the train that comes by. So if you don't want to be interrupted by the very loud train, then they got you hooked up. But yeah, we'll investigate room 3. And we'll go down to, I think, room 9. Yeah, room 9. We'll investigate that room as well. A lot of ghost stories in this place. But so far it seems pretty chill. Alright. We are in room number 9. Is there anyone here with me? Now I have a motion ball on the end of the bed. That's my shadow, by the way. I have a motion ball at the end of the bed and on the floor by the door. If you touch one of those two objects, they will light up and make fun colors. And they're great ways to interact and to communicate with me. If you're here with me, are you able to touch one of those two balls? They're not going to hurt you. You just gotta tap one of them, make them light up. You can kick them, whatever you want to do. But I have reports of a young girl who roams around this building too. Is that true? Is there a young child here? If so, interact with one of those two objects, on the bed or on the floor. Do you want to give me any sign at all that you're here with me? Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's quiet. It's very quiet here. Alright, I'm going to move to another room. God, it's so tricky. Okay. Alright. I'm going to move to another room. in room 3. Now, I don't know too much about this room, if it's an active room or not, but this room does give me the heebie-jeebies to a degree. So, let's see who lingers in here. So the spirits of the house, of the inn. My name is Lawrence. I figured I'd introduce myself. This is my first time here. And once again, I do have 2 objects. I have a ball on the bed and a ball on the shelf over there, next to the glass bottle. These objects are not going to hurt you. They're great ways to communicate with me, to confirm that you are here with me. If you can hear me and you're here with me, you understand. Oh, there's a train. The train is coming. Can you make one of those balls light up, please? What do you think about the train? It's loud, right? Does the train bother you? If you're a former guest, or if you're still a guest of this inn, can you let me know somehow? Can you let me know by tapping one of those 2 balls and making them light up? I don't know, guys. I'm not sure about this place. What was that? I'm sure it was nothing, but that was a weird noise. Alright. We are ending the night in my room. Room 6. The so-called haunted room. Got a motion ball on the mantle to the left. Got a K2 meter, another motion ball, and a motion ball on the bed, and a motion ball on the floor, in the doorway to the bathroom. So we're gonna try and do some investigating in this room. Why is this such an active room? Why do they call this the haunted room? Is there someone who hangs out in here? Does someone occupy this room? Why not put this... It's on, right? Okay. I have the little black box, the K2 meter on the bed. If you go near it, it will light up. Okay. Alright, a lot just happened. Tried doing an EVP session. For whatever reason, it only recorded 50 seconds of it, and it won't play back at all for me. And the battery drained pretty quickly on my camera. So, we're going to try this again. We're going to do take 2, or actually in this case it's going to be take 3,000 for an EVP session. So, let's do this again. Alright, my name is Lawrence. We're going to do this again, unfortunately. I do apologize. If there's someone here with me, if there's anyone in this room, any spirit, do you have a name? Can you give me a name? Now, there are rumors and stories of a Civil War soldier, a military officer, who occupies this room. Is that you? Is there a soldier that occupies this room? If so, why do you occupy this room? What brings you here? Do you like it when people stay in this room? And if you were a Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union? Did you win or lose the war? And if you're not a soldier, who are you? What brings you here to this inn? Were you a former guest? Did you used to work here? I heard someone took their own life in this room, which is pretty tragic. Is that true? Did someone take their life in this room? Okay. Let's play it back and see That is 2 minutes and 26 seconds.
All right, my name is Lawrence. We're going to do this again, unfortunately. I do apologize. If there's someone here with me, and there's anyone in this room, any spirit, do you have a name? Can you give me a name? Now, there are rumors and stories of a Civil War soldier, a military officer, who occupies this room. Is that you? Is there a soldier that occupies this room? If so, why do you occupy this room? What brings you here? Do you like it when people stay in this room? And if you were a Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union?
The K2 is just going off.
And if you were a Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union?
Whoa.
And if you were a Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union? A Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union?
Union.
Did you win or lose the war? And if you're not a soldier, who are you?
K2's going off.
What brings you here to this end? Were you a former guest? Did you used to work here? I heard someone took their own life in this room, which is pretty tragic. Is that true? Did someone take their life in this room? Okay. Let's play it
Right?
back
That
and
was,
see.
he said a Union, right?
A Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union?
Right? It's a voice, right?
And if you were a Civil War officer or a soldier, were you a Confederate or a Union?
Well, I think that's that. Oh my god, why are you going off? What a place.